This is a review of Discover Egypt. Now, I think this is a very educational program, and it shows the educational uses for the Vive. So in one hand, you essentially have a torch. In the other hand, it's your hands. The settings are all available on the menu, which is quite nice. And we're going to go in discovery mode to start with. And it's quite simple. You just put your hand out and pull the trigger to begin.
Unified to ancient Egyptian culture.
So the menu is easy to use, tells you which buttons to press and how to interact. It's quite simple. Pull the trigger, squeeze the grip, pull the trigger to teleport, and pull the trigger to pick things up and to interact. Now I like the way when you look out to the light, it's crazy bright, because I imagine that's how it is in the tomb. And when we went to Egypt, I went a few years ago now, and it was like that when you looked back out at things like tombs. The detailing in the walls is absolutely fantastic. I think they've done a really good job here of making it as realistic as possible. And the darkness really adds to just how daunting the experience is in Discover Egypt. So you can look around, interact with items. I really enjoyed the shadowing as well. The shadows worked quite well. But to interact, you just find the eyes and click them.
This is a sistrum. It was an ancient Egyptian rattle. Playing this instrument at funeral ceremonies was said to help a person's spirit exit their body.
So it tells you a little bit about that item. It's really quite interesting to be able to move around, interact, and find out more information about the thing you've selected. I think that's going to work work really well with educational packages.
These neck rests were not only used with pillows to support the heads of royalty, but they were also thought to act as dream conduits that allowed communication with the gods during sleep.
So there are two modes to this game. So mode 1 is this, which is discovery mode, where you just wash around, interact, and discover new things.
This is Tutankhamun's burial encasement. He resides within 3 coffins of decreasing size. Each coffin is beautifully ornate and built to last.
The writing on the walls is interesting. It'd be nice to know if that actually said something, and if it doesn't, it probably should be more sort of in keeping with exactly what's in the tomb. It could even maybe have some kind of translate.
Jewelry such as this necklace was buried here in hopes that it would be carried on to the afterlife with those who are buried.
So the two types of game mode is this one, and then there's the game mode, which I'll show you afterward, which is basically where we investigate and figure out how to pick up items.
Were often thought to help a person's spirit move into the afterlife.
Essentially, complete a little task of collecting everything. And I'm not going to collect it all on cam because I don't want to spoil the experience and find it all for you. But I do want to find as many jewels as I can, because I tried this earlier and I couldn't find all the jewels. So I won't find anything else, I'll just pick up jewels as best I can. I might accidentally pick up a few others, but I'll aim to just get the jewels.
The spiritual journey of a portion of Tutankhamun's entire family.
I found this package was entirely quite educational in general. Not just as an experience, it was quite like enlightening. So, oh wow, we're in a tomb. But actually it was like, oh wow, I've got to find this. You know, you learn something really. So yeah, treasure hunt mode, that's what it's called. You boot in, and these are all the things you need to find. Gives you the controls again. And you're off. I think you get a couple of minutes basically to go and find everything. So these are the little jewels I need to find, these little circles. You basically have to bend down, touch everything, to pick it up. It's amazing how well hidden they are as well, given the fact they hide in plain sight. I mean, I've already gone past 2 or 3 on the floor without even realizing they're there to collect. So let's see if I can find all 9 of these jewels. Because like I said, I spent ages earlier trying to find them, and it was impossible. It was so hard to figure out where they were. Just make sure they're not hiding behind all these boats and somewhere in here. Yeah, I think this game is very interactive. You know, for given the fact it's quite a small game for them, it's £1.44 I think at the moment in the store, and it's normally sort of £2. I think that's a steal really. Even if you get 5 minutes of entertainment out of it, that's what's 5 minutes of entertainment for a quid really? Absolutely nothing. Well, if you're going to spend £700 on a headset, then an extra pound for a bit of entertainment, £2 for entertainment is nothing. Okay. Almost found them all, I think. One more to go. Where are you? Hiding away somewhere. There you are. Hey! So we'll end it there because there's lots more for you guys to find when you play this. But yeah, I think this game is actually really good. I think that education-wise it's fantastic and a good bit of fun. So go check it out in the store.